The notes slid under the door. Let me tell you a story. A story that happened on a cold, bleak night in Pennsylvania. A man on a business trip stopped at a small hotel to rest for the night. The place was empty, so empty that every step you took echoed like someone was walking right behind you. The room he checked into carried an old, musty smell, the kind that felt like no one had stayed there in a long time. That night, just past 1 a.m., he was awakened by a faint sound, a slow shh sliding across the floor. He opened his eyes, still groggy, and saw a small piece of paper slip through the gap under his door, stopping right at the foot of his bed. There was only one sentence written on it: "Someone is watching you from inside the hotel." His skin prickled, and his heartbeat spun out of control. Who would send something like that in the middle of the night? He tried to brush it off, maybe just a stupid prank, but that feeling of being watched, it clung to him like a shadow. 20 minutes later, just as he was falling back asleep, the sound returned. This time, a second note slid neatly under the door. The handwriting was rougher, but disturbingly clear. "He stayed in your room before you checked in. He likes watching people sleep." That was enough to make him bolt upright. A cold breeze seemed to sweep across the back of his neck. He turned on every light in the room and searched every corner. Under the bed, inside the closet, behind the curtains. But nothing. Nothing but a heavy, suffocating silence. He tried convincing himself it was just someone in the hotel being sick and twisted. But around 3 a.m., when the night felt thick like ink, the sound came again. Slow. Heavy. A third note slipped into the room. When he opened it, the words made his blood turn to ice. "I'm in the room with you." He didn't think. He didn't breathe. He just grabbed his keys, yanked the door open, and sprinted straight to the lobby, his heart hammering so hard it felt like it might burst. He told the night shift clerk about the notes. The clerk immediately called the manager, and together they went upstairs to inspect the room. And that was when they found it. The window lock had been pried open. Not old damage. No. Fresh marks, as if someone had been climbing in and out of that room recently, possibly even before the man checked in. But the worst part was, no one could say whether the intruder was still somewhere inside the building. The hotel dismissed it, saying things like, maybe the wind did it, or some previous guest was messing around. But deep down, the man knew the truth. Something had been in that room, before he arrived, and while he slept. From that night on, he swore, even if he had to sleep in his car in the middle of a snowstorm, he would never return to that hotel again.